Good morning, everybody. The team I picked to make a run as a lower seed loses because, of course, Georgia Southern takes down Arkansas State 80-77. I don't think it was a matter of Georgia Southern had a game under their belt. This game was tied halfway through the first half. Georgia Southern pulled away in the second half of the first half, if that makes sense. In fact, Arkansas State had taken a lead in the second half. This one comes down to free throws. Arkansas State missed 10. All right, they out-rebounded Georgia Southern by 15. You have to really work hard to lose a ball game where you out-rebound your opponent by 15. But Arkansas State managed to do it. Georgia Southern will move on. They take on South Alabama. That's where Georgia Southern season went into the tank. They lost by 16 in a ball game that was not close. Georgia Southern averages 80 points. They scored 71 in that ball game. We'll see if they can exact revenge. It will be Georgia Southern's third ball game in 3 days, whereas South Alabama has had a week off. We'll see how that goes. On the other side, Southern Miss takes down JMU, another statistical anomaly. It doesn't make sense on how Southern Miss won that ball game. JMU shot it incredibly well, but still managed to lose. And that score is way closer than the game was. Southern Miss was up by 12 with like a minute left to go, and JMU got it down to 6. It was not that close. All right, so Southern Miss will get Texas State. As far as the women go, how about those South Alabama Jaguars? Continuing to roll, missed 3 players, their leading scorers, but they end up with a victory, 10-point win over Texas State. They scored 24 in the first half, 25 in the third quarter. How about that? Limiting Texas State to 8. So that's where they won that basketball game. And now their 3 leading scorers are rested. They had the day off. They'll be back. All right, they take on Marshall, I believe, at 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central Time. All right. As far as baseball goes, last out-of-conference weekend before conference play starts next weekend. You do have the big series are La Tech at Southern Miss, Cajuns at Dallas Baptist, and Coastal Carolina hosting East Carolina in a rematch of their regional last year. The big news of the day was La Tech suing Conference USA. Been some rumblings about where the Sun Belt Conference schedule was. Everything's appeared to be headed in the right direction, just doing some haggling, and apparently La Tech has had enough. So they are asking for, it said temporary, preliminary, but permanent ruling to get them into the Sun Belt. So we'll see where that goes. People I'd spoken to, Matt Bellinson and Sean Fox, said all was good. It's just negotiating, but we'll see. All right. Probably we'll have an episode on Saturday recapping what happens on Friday, basketball and on baseball. All right. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.